Sam Walton, Made in America, my story. Sam Walton, he was the founder member of Walmart business in USA. He was the richest businessman in USA in 20th century. He was not born in a rich family. He was born in a middle class family only. In his childhood also, he had to do some part-time jobs to help his family, to financially help his family. So he was selling magazines, he was working in the farm, like that. He had to help his family. But later, because of his ambition, because of his personality, because of his business thoughts, he could become the richest businessman in the USA. In the school time, in the college life also, he had good leadership skills. He was the president of the school body in the college. After graduating from the university with a business degree, he entered the business. He entered the retail business. This is a quote by Sam Walton. There is only one boss, the customer, and he can fire everybody in the company from the chairman on down simply by spending his money somewhere else. This is one of the great quotes by Sam Walton. He considered the customer as the boss because he knew that small customer can simply bankrupt that company. So he considered that small customer as the boss, not the CEO, not the manager, not any person, but the customer. And there are 3 golden nuggets by Sam Walton. First one is the customer is the boss. According to him, the customer is the boss because if there is a customer, there is a business. If there is no customer, there is no business. And second one is learn from the competition. When you are in a business, you have to face a competitions. There are many opponents who is willing to compete with you. So you have to face them. So in that competition, sometimes you may win, sometimes you may lose. But from that winning also, from that losing also, you have to learn. So that is the learn from the competition. Third one is learn from failure. In the business field, the failure is every businessman have to face the failure. So from that failure, he or she should learn from the mistakes. What are the mistakes he or she did? So that's what learn from failure. So let's go learn from competition. In learn from competition, first one is humility. In the story of Sam Walton, he was very humble businessman in USA. In today's life, we see many top level position holding guys like businessmen, the celebrities, and the rich people. After gaining something, they are very arrogant and they don't care about others. They are not humble. But this guy, the Sam Walton, he was one of the most down to earth guy in the business field. Second one is the ambition. If you are in a competition, if you are in a business, you should have a target, you should have an ambition. Then only you can hit the target. Otherwise, you will hit everywhere, not to the right target. Third one is constant improvement. If you are in a competition, if you are in a business, you should improve your business. You should improve it constantly. You should add the good points. You should neglect the bad points. Then only you can continue your business. Next, learn from failure. First one is Ben Franklin. Ben Franklin was the name of the shop, the first shop of Sam Walton. It was a very small shop, but unfortunately he couldn't hold that shop any longer. He couldn't understand the business tricks well, and he was pressured with the loans and all, and finally he had to neglect it. He had to skip that idea. Second one is understand contracts. Because he didn't understand contracts, he lost his first business. But third, learn and move on. After months, he learned what are the mistakes he had, what are the weak points he had. Then he moved on and he started Walmart, the largest business organization in USA. Next, Sam Walton's management style. Walton preferred hiring ambitious entrepreneurial people, even if someone seemed too inexperienced or lacked knowledge. In these days, the company is hiring the guys who are having good CGPA, who are having good CV, good qualifications, degrees. That's only. But in the case of Sam Walton, if someone having a good desire, he hired that guy. Doesn't matter he is not having a good CGPA, good CV, good degree. He thought if someone is having good desire, someone is having a good, he's very ambitious, that is the main point to the business. The next one is caring the employees. Not like nowadays bosses. Sam Walton, he treated every employee from management to the minor staff worker very equally. So that's a good habit of Sam Walton. Next one is the feedback. In every company, the feedback is very important. Doesn't matter the positive or negative feedback. From the positive feedback, we can learn, we can improve those points. But from the negative feedback, we have to chase those weak points, and we have to add some good points. And the personality. Sam Walton, he find out his own mistakes. If he has done a mistakes, next day he will try to sort it out. And he's a very fair person, and he is very humble guy. And the next important thing is he helps other business also, not like the nowadays businesses. Doesn't matter he's an opponent or not, he helped that business. So like only Sam Walton became a great businessman in the entire business industry. So from his life, from his business, from his management skills, from his qualities, so we can have good advices, we can get many advices, not to a business, but to a life. Thanks for listening.